Well, hello to you. I'm Philip Rice, and I've been enjoying all the online opportunities to share with others as we watch and listen to thoughts and various ways of worshipping that technology has made possible. Quite apart from the wonderful, inspiring output by various people from St Giles and our local Methodist circuit, I've also found many other offerings online from around the country and have probably spent more time worshipping during this lockdown than I would normally do at any other time. In particular, I have a friend who is a Methodist superintendent minister in the Newark circuit, and I particularly enjoyed their Maundy Thursday service, in which various people, all from their own homes but connected by a video conference in a virtual gathering, read passages from the Passion Story in Luke's Gospel, and at various stages there were also prayers and songs. Instead of the individual participants appearing on the screen, each was represented by a candle flickering in their homes. So at the beginning there were about 12 candles visible on the screen. The Passion Story takes us from the last gathering of Jesus with his disciples at the Last Supper through to Jesus' body laying in the tomb. At the end of each passage, the reader extinguished their candle, so that at the end of the service, this whole screen was completely dark. Just one flickering candle remained. It was very moving. Good Friday and Easter Saturday are the darkest of times, but we awake on Easter Sunday morning to shouts of praise as we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. After darkness comes light. The darkness before Easter has seemed more poignant, I suppose, this year because of the lockdown and the ongoing fear of coronavirus. The number of deaths continues to rise, and no one is yet predicting with any confidence when the peak will come or when the whole thing will end. Even though we may have celebrated the resurrection of Jesus, some of us might feel that we are still stuck in the darkness of Easter Saturday. But that one candle reminds us that nothing on earth can extinguish the light of Christ. Even in the very darkest of times, there's still a flicker of light. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And that light burst forth on Easter Sunday as the risen Christ overcame even death, so that we can confidently live in the knowledge that we will be with him forever. In the lockdown, if the lockdown's feeling to you a bit like Easter Saturday, if self-isolation or social distancing are making you feel as if Easter hasn't arrived yet, if you don't feel able to celebrate because you don't have loved ones around you, or even because you have lost someone close, remember that in Jesus, the darkest times are followed by glorious resurrection. Nothing, as St. Paul said, can separate us from the love of God. The purpose of the church is to let everyone know about the good news of the resurrection of Jesus. And during these strange times, God has been at work in new ways, proclaiming that good news. People are hearing his word in new ways and responding to it. We celebrated the resurrection of Jesus on Easter Sunday, but there will be a resurrection in another way when this pandemic is over. And we'll see a wonderful revival among God's people in this town, in this country, and across the world. We are Easter people. And even when days are dark, we live in the light of his glorious resurrection. Amen.